Good evening, folks. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I've got another great snippet from Og Mandino's Greatest Salesman in the World. And we'll sprinkle these in here and there, but I've gotten through now. I'm on scroll number 5 out of 10. And so just kind of working backwards and taking some really great points out of the previous ones that I've kind of read through already. So I'll just get right into it. So here it goes. I will never consider defeat, and I will remove from my vocabulary such words and phrases as quit, cannot, unable, impossible, out of the question, improbable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, and retreat, for they are the words of fools. I will avoid despair, but if this disease of the mind should infect me, then I will work on in despair. I will toil and I will endure. I will ignore the obstacles at my feet and keep mine eyes on the goals above my head, for I know that where dry desert ends, green grass grows. And there's so much packed in this statement. The first part of it is really, something that we talk about a lot in our community is, wiping certain words out of your vocabulary completely. Just stop using these words, right? I cannot, I can't, another one that wasn't on there is try, right? I will try to do this. No, it's either you will do it or you won't, right? That's a Yoda thing, um, you know, and so lots of good things, and just removing these things from your vocabulary really shifts the mindset into a mindset of a can-do attitude, right? And so instead of just immediately discounting this, like, we get it, there's obstacles, right? But it also says later, ignore the obstacles at your feet and keep your eyes on the goals above your head. And to me, that what that really means is keep your eyes on the prize, right? Think about the big picture. Yes, the steps to get there, you have to, of course, pay attention to that, but don't let the obstacles stop you, right? Find a way around or over or through those obstacles by staying focused on the big picture, and you will do just fine. So one way you do that is by removing those cannot words from your vocabulary, and replacing them with how can I, right? If you've ever read the book, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? He talks a lot about this in his book as well, right? It's the entrepreneurial mindset. It's the rich dad mindset over the poor dad's mindset. It's not, I can't do this, or I don't have the money for that. I can't afford that. Well, what can you do? How can you accomplish it? How can you afford it? What would you have to do to afford it? What does that look like? And so then you can choose not to do that, but at least you're thinking like an entrepreneur, and thinking with that positive mindset of, okay, I can do this. This is what it's going to take. Is that what I want to do? And always thinking about, how does this support your dream, your life, your vision, the life you want to live? How does it support that? You've got to always be thinking along those lines. If this decision, saying yes to this thing does not support your life's vision, then say no, right? If saying no to this thing is holding you back from reaching that life's vision, then say yes, right? And figure out how to accomplish it. Lean on the people around you, right? We've got Google, we've got our phones at our fingertips. Solutions are everywhere. If you can't come up with yourself, and you've never used ChatGPT, jump into there. It's a great, fantastic brainstorming tool, that's accessible to everyone. So, anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it for today. It's like, remove these negatives from your vocabulary. Really try to shift I just said try, really shift your mindset, right? Shift your mindset away from those words and toward what is possible. How can I make this real? How can I accomplish this? What would that look like? So if you have questions about this, reach out. Go ahead and comment below if you have any comments on this. Where have you applied this in your life? Have you not applied this in your life? Maybe those negative words have really held you back up to this point. Would love to hear some feedback, so go ahead and put that below, and let's chat about it. All right, hope you're having an awesome Martin Luther King Day, and a great rest of your week. If you're here in Wisconsin, my gosh, it is cold. it is, it is well below 0. And, I've got my Packer hat, I've got a long sleeve shirt, I've got my flannel on, and, luckily the heat's on right this second, but when it goes out, give it 5 minutes and I'll be cold again, so I got a blanket here too. Yeah, those of you who live here are probably thinking, "What a sissy," but you know what? When you've lived in California for, going on 13 years, yeah, you're just not used to this thing anymore, and honestly, I don't think anybody's used to this. It doesn't typically get this cold. But anyways, enough about that. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.